Hey guys, what's up? It is Firearm Fire. I definitely butchered that for sure. It is Firearm Files here. If you're like, hey, this kid looks a little bit different since his first or second video, it's because I'm 21 now. I'm just playing. That's not why. It's because I shaved. I shaved my head. Yeah. And I got a lippy in. You know, obviously Zen, sponsor me if you can. Probably won't though. Today we're talking about well, first let me stop myself before I get ahead. Shout out to Firearm Freedoms, very small channel. I just like doing this stuff. I think it's fun. You know, I'm into firearms. Firearm Freedoms commented on a rifle I have for my birthday gift. I got a rifle. He commented on it, said it was a masterpiece, and this video is for you, my boy, and whoever else who's interested. So thank you, Firearm Freedom, that's the name, for that comment, and I'm gonna get to actually talk about that rifle today. So pretty much today, turn my heater off here. Today we're talking about my retro 20-inch AR-15 build. I'm gonna tell you why I wanted a 20-inch so bad, right? So let's get to it. Retro 20-inch AR-15. Here she is. Beautiful, ain't she? Beautiful gun. Alright, so let's go over it. So we are hot right now, so we're gonna take this guy out. I'll catch this one for you. Set that guy down for you. So, 20-inch AR-15. This is a M16 clone. I had a lot of my bosses. I can't say where I work. Just know I work with guns a lot. In fact, I work so much with guns that I'm actually a gunsmith, technically. I mean, I make sales, talk to people, figure things out, but I'm a gunsmith majority of the time. Like today, I mean, I think my fingers, they're not still black. I washed them good enough. There's a little black on there. But today I worked on so many guns and I enjoyed it. You know, I like being in the back working on guns and everything, rather than talking to people. Not to say I don't like people. I love talking to people, but it just goes to show I like working on guns even more. So I forgot where I was with this, honestly. Oh yeah, my boss, he said that this is not a retro clone because of my hand grip, and I talked about it in last video. I like these little Magpul hand grips because I can get into the rifle good whenever I'm holding my rifle up. Usually not recently, but a while ago, me and my friends go out to Mississippi on my boy's property, go run around, and you have those tiny little rifle pistol grips or whatever that have that little finger notch right there, and it's just like you're running around with your rifle high. And it sucks. It sucks whenever you're doing it for hours. It's something that you don't realize because, you're petty shooting at the range. Not to say if you shoot at the range, you're petty. But it's like, it's not something you realize until you're actually out running around with your rifle, doing drills, setting up targets the night before, drinking, watching a fire, forget about them, wake up the next morning, and then go out and find those targets, and you're walking around with your gun held high the whole time. It's stuff like that where you realize like that grip's not good. So I try and stay away from those pistol grips that are super skinny with that finger notch right there, because it digs into your hands and it's too small for me. I'm not, almost made a messed up joke right there. I don't think I'm a small guy. I'm 5'11", like 180. So I'm not like the smallest dude ever. But even with me, like I need a bigger pistol grip, Like if I could have this a little bit bigger, I would, So I had to change that out. Everything else, clone though. We got the 20 round straight double stacked magazine that they used in Vietnam. And then the rifle. A2 buffer system, buffer tube, stock, all that. This actually came in today. My boss got this for me. Thank you, boss. I appreciate it a lot. It had the circle handguard on it. Had one of these on it. And I was like, ew, get that out of here. That's disgusting. And got the proper handguard. So 20-inch, and then I forget the name of the sling. This sling is really cool though. Look, I'll kind of show you here. I like this sling a lot because rifle's chilling. You know, hold on, let me fix that. Rifle's chilling, and then whenever you want, you got your little thing right here, your little pulley tab, whatever you want to call it. Yank that, now the rifle's far away. Yank it, now the rifle's close. So the rifle's close, you know, you got your plate carrier on. I have a plate carrier. You yank that, now the rifle, you know, it opens it up to where you can take it off really easy. So I'll kind of put that back down real quick. But yeah, that's the build. I plan on keeping it fully stock. I say fully stock. I already changed out a couple of things. I plan on keeping it like this. I don't want to add scopes. Definitely not doing the suppressors too long. And don't want to mess with my ballistics really. But yeah, that's it. 20 rounds, a little magazine. This is what it looks like, the gun looks like all together. And for those of you who are wondering, this is a PSA build. All on PSA, this rifle was like 600 bucks, which is crazy. Put a new BCG in there. I think this is it's not a CAC. I forget what BCG's in here. And then this little retro handguard that I got off RSR, you know. But rifle, and then down here, this is another reason why I like these little hand grips. Down here you got your, let's see if I can pull it out. I just put a little stack of 5.56 in there, little 10, 20, oh not 10, like 7 or 8 rounds. I just fit in the bottom of my handguard. And obviously you got your back door back here. Let's see if I can pull this out. You can never do it first try, of course. You never can. Back door back here. That's for a little rifle cleaning kit that I have not bought yet. Once I buy that, it'll truly be done. But I haven't bought it yet. But pretty much it's done. I don't plan on adding anything else except for my cleaning kit back here. And this is the rifle. Now that is done, I will set this butte right here. Just so y'all can see it. Y'all can see this butte. We are not hot, by the way, so don't worry about me shooting a hole in my ceiling. I'm responsible enough. The reason I wanted a 20-inch 5.56 is because last video I said a 20-inch 5.56 does some pretty magical things. 5.56, this little bullet right here. Let's catch that. You know what? We'll go ahead and put that up so that doesn't happen. This little bullet right here. This is a 5.56 by 45. This is a NATO round, 5.56 NATO, as most of you know it. This little 55 grain bullet travels at 2,800 feet per second out of one of those right there. This little rifle right here, out of a 16-inch. With 20 inches though, you can get this little guy right here going 3,200 feet per second. 3,200 feet per second is actually very fast. And another reason I want to make this video today is because me and a coworker were having an argument on, oh, which gonna cause more damage, which round is superior, blah, 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 blah. 300 blackout versus 338 arc. 338 arc is a nice round, but nothing comes close to 5.56. So I'm saying, don't give up on this round. This round has been around for so long. And people wanna, oh, 223, 300 blackout, 338 arc, 8.7 or 7, whatever the rounds are called. They want to switch it up, and it's like, dude, this round does so much damage, and because that's what it's meant for. Let's be honest, you're not shooting a whitetail with a 5.56, and if you are, you're gonna shoot it out of a 24-inch barrel, because that's what these things are really good for. Not a 16-inch, 10-inch, God forbid a 10-inch. You're not gonna find that doe. She's gonna take that shot and run off, and you'll never find your kill. But to go back to it, we got an argument today. He was saying 338 arc, 300 blackout, bigger bullets, bigger projectiles, moving slower, or they cause less damage than this little guy right here, moving at 3,200 feet per second. So I want to debunk that. I actually talked to my boss and he confirmed it. He's like the wizard when it comes to all this stuff, because it's his job. Speed equals damage. Yes, a bigger bullet will do a bigger flesh wound. If I get shot with a 7.62, the entrance and the exit is going to be big, right? Whereas the 5.56 is going to be fairly small. But, and here's the big but, because this little thing is moving so fast out of this 20-inch barrel, moving 3,200, sometimes 3,250 feet per second, which is faster, mind you, than 6.5 Creedmoor. It's faster than what, 7mm PRC. I mean, anything you can think of. It's 243. 243 is moving. It's faster than this 5.56 that everybody owns. Everybody got a 5.56. It's the most common round in America. One of the most, definitely top 3. This little round moves faster than all of those. There's a reason why these things are so good. 32, 3250. Whenever this little round hits you, yes, it does small entry, small exit, if it even exits. But because of the speed, as soon as this hits you, the cavity it creates from the pressure of that round going in expands. So you get hit by this. I get hit by this, whatever, at 3,200 feet per second from a 20-inch AR. Boom, right here. Within an inch. So this goes in me about 1 inch. So the bullet's that far in me right now. Remember, keep in mind, we're slowing down time, right? So we can think about this. The bullet has entered me and it's an inch in. Well, at about an inch, maybe even half an inch, that much, this round is going to expand. Not the round itself, but the cavity that this round makes because how fast it is traveling. So this round at a half an inch in is going to create a cavity so big inside the body, whether it's deer, human, whatever you're using the rifle for, it's going to create a cavity so big, about as big as a basketball. This little 5.56, you shoot at 3,200 feet per second, is going to create the biggest cavity, which does tremendous amounts of damage. If you take one of these to the chest at, say, 50 yards, right, half a football field, 3,200 feet per second, you're going to pass out. It's going to hit you. Both your lungs are going to collapse. Your spine's going to get thrown away. You're going to pass out. It's the cavity from something like that, even though it's small, and people say, oh, it's so small, 338 arc is bigger, 300 blackout, 7.62, it's all bigger. Yes, it is. But the cavity is what matters, guys. Yes, this little bullet, this little 55 grain, that's all that's going in you right there, right? Just that little tip. Because it doesn't matter how small it is, because it's going so fast, that cavity it creates is so massive, and it dumps all of its energy into you, right? If it passes through, you didn't absorb all the energy. If the bullet doesn't pass through and you absorbed all 3,200 feet per second from a 55 grain bullet, dude, I mean, it's lights out. I mean, your body is you're gonna pass out probably. You might wake up, you probably won't, but if you do, you're gonna say, your body's gonna be like, I'm bleeding in so many areas internally. It's time to go night night and meet our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Amen to that, Lord as Jesus is King. But guys, this is why the 5.56 is such a good round, and I just want to preface that. And whenever dude said I had a nice rifle, really appreciate it, freedom, or firearm freedom, whenever he said that, it's because I really just wanted to go into detail on why this is such a good round, especially out of a 20-inch barrel. And guys, don't forget, because I really want people to know this. Don't forget, just because it's small, just because it's plentiful, blah blah blah, it's old, 75 years old, doesn't mean it's not a good round. This round does so much damage out of a 20-inch barrel. It is kind of insane. It beats out almost any hunting round you can find. The only round that I can think of off the top of my head is 300 WSM, which goes 33, I believe, and then 22 Swift. 22 Swift is a crazy round. Kind of looks like a 5.56, a little bit smaller, bigger cartridge. It goes like 46. Hold on, look, let's fact check that. Let's fact check that real quick. How fast does 22 Swift travel? Or we'll just type in FPS. No, we won't. We'll just rock this. 4,200. Golly, 4,200 feet per second is 22 Swift. Now that bullet's even smaller than this. What is it? Grain is that? I don't know. I think it's like a 30 grain. 22 Swift. Grain count. Let's see. 22 slips, high velocity, blah, blah. 20, okay, yeah, 22 grains. So 22 grain bullet, roughly the size of a 5.56, a little bit smaller. 22 grain bullet, but going 4,200 feet per second. Guys, that's almost a mile. What is a mile? A mile is like 5,300 feet, 5,200 feet, something like that. A 22 Swift is almost going a mile fast. A mile in 1 second. Boom, 1 second. 1 Mississippi, 1 mile. That's crazy. So, and this almost reaches that, not quite, but 22 Swift does an even bigger cavity. So guys, it's about the speed and the cavity. Yes, you have a big round, you have a 308, or you have a 7mm PRC. Yes, it'll take somebody down. But if you really want, 5.56 is going to do it. And another reason is because 5.56 is so incredibly light. Are you carrying 300 rounds of 7mm PRC, 308, 338 ARC? No, you're not. With my plate carrier, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I got 2 on my belt, so that's 6. I got 1 back here, that's 7. And then one of my gun, that's 8. So 8 times 30. Whatever 8 times 30 is, I'm not gonna think about it off the top of my head. But and then I always carry extra mags in my back, in my back sack. 300 rounds of 5.56, and it's incredibly light, 55 grain bullet. So 300 rounds of a tiny bullet that you can carry because it's not heavy, it's not 7mm 08 or 7mm PRC, and it does the same, if not more damage than those rounds because it travels so fast. So guys, don't give up on the 5.56. I'll put my plate carrier down. Don't give up on it. If you can, go get a 20-inch barrel. I know everybody now wants the 4-inch, the 3-inch, the fucking 3-inch. God, please help us. The 4-inch, the 5-inch, the 3-inch. I want 300 blackout in a 4-inch AR. What are you doing? Guys, especially if you're 18 years old, you're 17 years old, you're getting your first rifle. Go to the store. Don't get a 16-inch. Don't be like everybody else. Get a 20-inch. This is what 5.56 is made for. It's made to be shot out of a gun like this, and it's made to go 3,200 feet per second, and this round will do it. Guys, I just wanted to wrap it up real quick, say thank you to everybody. Jesus is king, obviously, and thank you to that man who commented on my video. I just wanted to show off kind of my gun and give some kind of background of why this is such a good gun and why I really have been wanting one of these ever since I found out how crazy 5.56 is out of a 20-inch barrel. It's kind of insane. Not to say other rounds are bad. 338 ARC, all that stuff is bad. It's not. 338 ARC is very good suppressed and has very good ballistics suppressed. It doesn't start dropping off like 300 blackout, you know. There's a bunch of good rounds out there, but if you're looking for something that's light, that you can carry a lot of, 300 rounds, you know, and something that does good damage, you know, 5.56 is the key, guys. There's a reason it's been around so long. So thank you to that comment. This is the rifle. This rifle in total was maybe 900 bucks. That's with the sling. Excuse me. That's with the sling. That's with the handguard and with this little guy right here. The rifle itself with the ugly handguard, no slings, 30 round, is like 600 700 bucks. So if you really wanted to, you can get into one of these for fairly cheap. If you wanted to build it sort of like mine, which is what you should do, because these guys are so cool. I absolutely love how it looks. Roughly around 900 bucks. So thank you for watching if you stuck to the end, and let me know what you think about the 5.56 and its ballistics. And we didn't even get into the ballistics. These have some pretty insane ballistics. Let me know what you think about the 5.56, what's your go-to round, and kind of what ARs y'all have, and like what barrel lengths y'all rocking. Right now I have a 20-inch, I have a 16-inch, and I'm building a 10.5, and then I have a 12.5 AK-47 right there. So let me know about y'all's builds. God bless, and I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man.